Today I went out to dinner at an Italian restaurant and had plenty of olive oil, wine, lots of bread, broccoli sauteed in more olive oil and doused it all in salt. Uh, Earlier that day I had chips and refried beans with salad for lunch and an apple and an orange for breakfast. So tomorrow I'm going to be feeling pretty bloated from all that salt, oil, alcohol, and bread. So it's probably a good time to test out one of those fad diets. I am personally a really big opposer of fasting and water fasting. Um, it makes me really irritable, kind of sad, despondent. I just do not feel good on it. Even when I push through that time period people talk about, I don't get to that natural high that people get to. I kind of get that airy lightness, but it's really a disconnect rather than a sense of enlightenment. So I'm going to try out the fad diet advertised by themastercleanse.com called the Oatmeal Diet. And I'm not doing this one for weight loss purposes, so I can't really record anything that'll help you in that degree. I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist. But I am always really fascinated by these fad diets. I usually read them and I'm like, who would take that seriously? But then I start thinking and I'm like, I bet that all of these really would help different types of people. Like, for some people, it's so much easier to diet if you don't have options, if you're told what to do and you just have to follow one clear-cut path. So, I can understand, I suppose, their purpose or how they grow in popularity. But for the sake of this, I'm only doing it one day, which is obviously not long enough for sustainable weight loss. I am going to see if eating all oatmeal for one day, this says to do it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 1/2 cup of oatmeal with 1 piece of fruit for breakfast, with 1 piece of fruit for lunch, and with a serving of greens for dinner. I'm going to see if this helps counteract the bloating effect of the very salty, bready, greasy food that I've eaten today. So this is more for the purpose of bouncing back quickly if you don't want to take the usual 3 days to recover after you eat a really heavy meal. For myself, that tends to take sometimes up to a week for me to really feel better after I've eaten something my body doesn't like. So I kind of want to see if these quick fix things, I know they don't actually work for long-term sustainable weight loss, but I do want to see if they help you feel better for the day after, sort of like a hangover recovery in a way. So I will see how much water weight I put on tomorrow. Let's see, I weighed myself last weekend and I was about 120.2, but I'm usually more around 123. I think that was just because I had a great brunch and then I had a 32-ounce Long Island iced tea, which was pretty dehydrating. And then for dinner, I think I just had some toast, so there wasn't a lot of food weight in me, and my water weight had kind of been sucked away by that Long Island. So, yeah, I think that my true weight is a lot closer to 123. So we'll see what it went up to tomorrow. And then after a day of just eating oatmeal with 2 servings of fruit and 1 serving of veggies, we will see how I've bounced back. I'm also going to see how spacey I feel, how hungry I am, so if it's sort of a sustainable thing for people that are trying to do it to lose weight for more than one day. This website says you could do it as your only meal for up to 7 days, or do it as 2 meals a day for up to a month or 2 months, which seems extreme and like you're headed towards a pretty severe nutrition deficiency to me. So I'm surprised that this is the second link on Google when you type in oatmeal cleanse. I guess I suppose, what was I really expecting? Maybe just articles tearing it apart. So I'm going to see what my weight is afterwards in terms of bouncing back from today. Yeah, and also I'm going to pay attention to my skin and my hair, because that is definitely the one thing that I do like about fast, is that my skin gets so awesome. It is so exciting when that happens. And that's probably from the amount of water I drink to try to stay full. So maybe if I drink that much water on a normal day, I'd have awesome skin all the time. I should definitely try that one out. So I will show you my body before, pretty much immediately after the huge Italian anniversary dinner. And let's see. I am almost 5'4". These are my favorite leggings. I like them up here, but so I'm not cheating from them. Great crop top. I have the heat on 90 because my fiance's not home, so might as well. Let's see. Yeah, I do not consider myself overweight. I have a pretty healthy BMI. If I was to do any sort of cleanse and lose significant weight, I would probably be very comfortable returning to my normal weight afterwards. So nothing I try is going to be for weight loss purposes, so it might not be helpful if that's what you're looking for. This is more out of just my curiosity of fad diets. I read Mindy Kaling's book, and she and I share a fascination with them. But yeah, you can definitely see all the bloat. It's always really quickly apparent on my body when I have anything salty. My face gets so round. My body sort of puffs out right away. Yeah, you can't see like anything there anymore. Okay, thanks so much.